Hello everyone. I hope every one of you is doing excellent, revising and solving more and more MCQs. Now, only 27 days are left. So now what I have done, I have divided the entire days into two main groups. One is the initial 14 and then the next 13 days. But before that, 27 days are left and I know it's overwhelming. I have been through the same phase and मुझे पता है मन में डर आएगा, घबराहट आएगा, प्रेशर होगा, क्या मैं कर पाऊंगा या नहीं. But just remember, इतनी दूर आए हो बस इसलिए क्योंकि लास्ट एंडिंग पॉइंट पे जाना है. एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम आई ऑलवेज कीप ऑन सेइंग, वो खरगोश मत बनो जो बीच में कछुए को देख के रुक गया था. यू हैव टू बी द रैबिट who was running fast, was in a track, did not get burnt out, and reached the final destination. Now, it's not about all being perfect. It's about showing up daily, maintaining a momentum. And I know many of us would have lost that momentum. But just remember and ask yourself, why did you start? But now, let me start and give you the strategy about the next 14 days. Let's get started. So, 27 days left for the NEET PG exam. Now, the first and the foremost thing, in these 14 days, you are not going to change your source. Please do not change the source. This is one thing I keep on saying. Second thing, you can go and opt for the BTR because it is something I always keep on saying, ये ब्रह्मास्त्र है, छोटी चीज है, but this is going to help you a lot. But again, about BTR, it's not always seeing the videos, but also you have to see and go for exams and discussions of Dr. Zainab ma'am, because that is going to help you giving that ability कि आप question कैसे solve करोगे. Now, apart from that, MCQ and active recall, these three are the main important pointers that I want to tell to everyone. Now, what are you going to do in the initial 14 days, that is till 20th July, and many of us would be giving the UPSC CMS exam on 20th of July. So I have made it on that basis. Now, those people who are scoring above 150, उनके लिए क्या है? First and foremost, पॉलिश योर स्ट्रॉन्ग सब्जेक्ट. आपका स्ट्रॉन्ग सब्जेक्ट अगर डर्मा है, ऑर्थो है, या फिर मे बी सर्जरी या ऑब्स गाइनी है, you have to polish them. Polishing means you have to solve daily 50 questions of that subject, and these will be those strong subjects, at least 3 to 4, keep it as those strong subjects, जो कि even on the day of the exam, if it is on 3rd August and 2nd August को आप रिवाइज नहीं कर पाए, you are having such confidence that even without reading them and just flipping up the pages, you will be able to answer all the questions asked from these subjects. And these subjects, primary subjects, and I want you to at least go through the entire 10 to 12 short subjects, because all these short subjects are at least giving you around 80 to 100 questions for sure. So please be mindful in having the smart approach to read more and more strong subject at this point of time. ये सबके लिए है, not primarily for 150 score से ज़्यादा. Second, END supremacy. Again, 150 score if you are having, it means your concepts, everything is very good. Now you should know the art of solving the MCQ, art of solving MCQs. You should know how to eliminate. You should know how you are going to approach to a question. If in a question the question is targeting towards one syndrome, you have to rule out the other syndromes that are coming into your mind. Differential should be made every time you see a question, clinical question. So that is what END ka supremacy hai, and you should watch any exam and discussion from any platform. Okay, now daily greater than 200 questions. Please guys, you don't have to stop solving MCQs jahan mile. There are so many Telegram channels where there will be daily quizzes happening. You can join them and you have to solve more and more MCQs. Now 50 वो होंगे जो ongoing subject होगा. For example, अगर मैं surgery पढ़ रहा हूँ, so 50 of the surgery, usually you have to target clinical, image based. You can target recent NEET and recent aims. Along with that, sometimes you can go for the instruments. So 50 ongoing subjects along with 100 mixed bag with 50 past subject जो आपने पहले पढ़ा है. सर्जरी से पहले मैंने ऑब्स गाइनी पढ़ा था, तो देन ऑब्स गाइनी के 50 क्वेश्चंस. इन दिस वे यू आर remembering the present subject, recalling the past subject, and also making the entire, and also you are having that art कि अगर 19 subjects में से कोई भी question आपके सामने टपक गया, how are you going to approach for that by the mixed bag? So that's why greater than 200 questions should be your target. At least 3 GTs from 3 different platforms. Now at this point of time, I would recommend you कि अगर आपका 150 से ज़्यादा score आ रहा है, you have to start giving GT from the different platforms, because what happens sometimes, the questions that you are solving in the custom modules, now they become Even the you become regular to that. Sometimes there is a biased approach. So agar aap Mero se de rahe ho, try to give it from another platform, maybe from Prep Ladder, Cerebellum, Dams, Bhatia. There are so many free GTs available. Again, focus on the week 2 major subjects. So this means maybe आपका major subject इतना weak नहीं है, last में नहीं आ रहा है, but the week 2 subjects are PSM and OBGN. So you have to keep on focusing on them also. तो जब भी आप अपना strategy बनाओगे, you have to keep them accordingly. Now, talking about those who are scoring between 120 to 150, these are those people whose concepts is again very good, but due to some errors, maybe the silly mistakes, maybe the factual questions, maybe the new questions, they are not able to score well and they are in a plateau phase. So inke liye, the first and the foremost thing is you have to give a GT, and retrogradely you have to check on what exactly is your mistake, whether it is a new question, factual based question, time management, or it is concept related question. Now for concepts you don't have time, so please do not waste your time in building the concepts and reading Guyton, Robbins, or the long videos. It is going to be a waste of time. Now, if subject entirely is a problem, suppose for example there are so many people, कभी कभार ऐसा होता है that I don't want to read anesthesia. Anesthesia is a problem for me. I feel like no, I can't do and solve anesthesia questions. So at least for 2 to 3 days, you watch the RR video of that subject and solve MCQ, because at this point of time, the people who are ranging between 120 to 150, for you guys especially, you can't leave any of the subject. Every subject is important. Next, daily 1 hour reading of the strong 5 subjects. आपके strong 5 subjects, anything, maybe derma, ophtha, psyche, whatever it is, you have to daily read it for at least 1 hour before going to sleep. And that too, आप अपना टैब, iPad जो भी है आपके पास, उसको साइड में रखो. No screen limit, no screen should be there. You just have to read it from your book. Okay, at least 2 GTs has to be given. Again, the same thing, you try to give it from the different platform. Daily mixed bag, approx 100 questions targeting the same clinical image based questions. Do not jump into the new concept or the new platform. Please strengthen the high weighted subject. Now 120 to 150 people, you should know to which subject you have to target, and I have already explained you how to see किस चीज को मुझे target करना है. When you are having the entire GT marks, you would be having the 5 strong, 5 weak, and in between you have the intermediate subject. I want you to now strengthen your intermediate subject along with the strong subjects. जो weak subjects है उनको ठीक है, you can't directly jump from the weak subject to the strong subjects. Okay, it's ideally not possible currently, so it's better to polish जो ऊपर वाले 10 to 12 subjects है, let's polish those subjects and try to strengthen those high weighted subjects. Maybe daily pharma and daily PSM could help you. Daily pharma, just try to read any system. Suppose today you are reading CVS, just try to read all the drugs of CVS, and some things you can correlate with the physiology aspects also. So in this way you are integrating. Okay, switch from reading to recalling. You have to start recalling the subjects. Along with that, you have to maintain a mistake diary. So for example, you have given a GT, and in GT you are having the mistake related to von Gerke disease or any of the other metabolic diseases, and every time the question comes, you are confused whether it is von Gerke, whether it is any other glucagon, or whatever metabolism disease. So now you have to maintain this mistake diary. This mistake diary could be also the volatile topics diary. Okay, so this you have to maintain, so that the next time you are giving a GT or you are reading the subject from where that question has been opted wrong by you, at that point of time आप जाओ और उस सब्जेक्ट को, उस चीज को आप अपने RR नोट से या कहीं भी नोट से आप उसे देख के you can clarify this at the same time. That's what you have to do for 120 to 150 correct people. Now talking about the other 100 to 120 wale people. Now yahan pe you have to apply the 40-40-20 rule. 40% again you have to go for the weak subject, 40% important plus the high yield subject, 20% for the short and the volatile subject. I guess you already are knowing what are the volatile subjects, especially the biochem, then there is anatomy, then even the PSM I consider is a volatile subject because most of the things are changing in PSM. Along with that FMT and all, jahan pe aap cheezein bhulte rehte ho, all these things you have to give 20% significance at this point of time and give 80% significance to that jo major bulk banate hain. Now you should remember, you have to focus on integrated questions and thinking. Try to have that integrated approach, and for integrated questions, none other than but Zenham ma'am's ENDs are the best. I'm telling you, integration has been done very beautifully by Dr. Zenham in her END. So if you can have any one of the END and watch her END, you will be helped a lot by watching these integrated. And this integrated doesn't mean only in the medicinal aspect. Biochem ka integration, how it could be with FMT, it has been beautifully done by Dr. Zainab ma'am. So please, you can focus on these integrated questions, and if not PTR, you can watch and solve these questions from any of the platform. Nowadays, more and more questions are actually integrated, and they are more clinical directed questions, so you have to start focusing on the same questions. Factual questions nahi aate hain NEET mein zyada. Okay, now along with that, what you can do is you can go and watch 2x पे revision videos, especially for those subjects जो आपको लगते हैं weak है. I always say that you have to at least watch ops and surgery का revision video at least at 2x. Just watch it, grab something. Okay, make a forget not list. It's same like the mistake copy, or it is the volatile stuff subject. It's something related to volatile things. So suppose for example I always forget ki okay developmental milestone mein 4 month mein kya aayega, so you can write it at a place so that the last 1 week you have everything at a place ki yaar ye cheeze to main pad ke hi jaunga ya jaungi. Okay, GT per week has to be given, and that has to be followed by the retrograde revision. Again and again I keep on telling this, retrograde revision is very very important. BTR videos plus ENDs can be watched, but if you don't have this, any of the RR video or any of the other platform ka RR or the test and discussion can be seen. Please do not be in a FOMO and do not think only BTR will be helping, because I have been BTR, that's why I keep on saying the BTR thing. Now, डेली कस्टम मॉड्यूल ऑफ द मिक्स्ड बैग हैज टू बी डन. ये किसी के लिए माफी नहीं होगी कि यू आर नॉट डूइंग द क्वेश्चंस एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. दैट इज नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प यू एट ऑल. नाउ दोज पीपल who are still scoring less than 100, you still have chance. I'm telling you, 1 month or 27 days are enough. Now what you are going to do, अब स्मार्टली बनो, स्मार्ट फोकस करके हाई यील्ड एंड शॉर्ट सब्जेक्ट की तरफ जाओ. यू नो दैट ऑर्थो के 8 क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, यू नो एफएमटी के कम से कम 8 to 10 क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. एट द सेम टाइम एनी अदर सब्जेक्ट लाइक डर्मा विल आस्क यू अराउंड 5 क्वेश्चंस. व्हाई डोंट यू पॉलिश अप योर दीज सब्जेक्ट्स, एंड दीज आर वेरी इजी सब्जेक्ट्स. डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस विल बी आस्क्ड. सो ट्राई कि आपके 80 क्वेश्चन जो शॉर्ट सब्जेक्ट से बैंक में आ रहे हैं, ट्राई टू सॉल्व देम. People keep on asking me, sir, I'm trying from so much time, I'm reading medicine, I'm reading all these things, but even I'm not able to score. It's okay. You start targeting these objective subjects. These are the objective subjects. अगर ortho में posterior displacement of hip हुआ है, what is the immediate management? That is direct question will be asked, and that is the same thing has been asked since so long. कोई इसमें change नहीं करेंगे. So that's why these subjects are those which are going to give you a बेटर ग्रिप ओवर द अदर. स्पेशली अगर आप कम स्कोर कर रहे हो तो आप इन चीजों को पॉलिश करना स्टार्ट करो. PYQ एंड द PYT फोकस. नाउ सपोज आपका सर्जरी वीक है एंड यू डोंट वांट टू डिग अप वेरी डीप इनटू सर्जरी. आई डोंट वांट टू रीड सर्जरी इनटू डिटेल. जस्ट गो सॉल्व द PYQs. मे बी वो रॉन्ग भी हो रहे हैं, उससे आपको PYTs के बारे में पता चलेगा. नाउ व्हेन यू आर रीडिंग द नोट्स यू कैन जस्ट फ्लिप ऑन. ओके, सर्जरी में दे आर आस्किंग अबाउट डायवर्टिकुलोसिस, सर्जरी में दे आर आस्किंग अबाउट द हिंची क्लासिफिकेशन. सो यू हैव टू नो अबाउट दिस. Now, notes of only major subject. For the major subject, please do not go on repeatedly watching the videos. You can just flip over the notes, or the major subjects you can watch the 2x RR video. That is also completely fine. But मेरा main focus and मेरी main advice आप लोगों के लिए ये रहेगी that you try to polish your high yield and short subject. Micro, biochem, these are straightforward. Try to polish up them. Now, daily MCQ. Usually those subjects that you feel that I can't do that, because you know if you are scoring less than 100 there will be certain subjects जिससे आपको एक fair है. So for those subjects you can just go and solve the daily MCQs. Okay, and along with that mixed bag MCQ has to be solved. Apart from that, volatile list has to be made. It is same for everyone. वो चीजें जो बार बार भूल रहे हो उसकी लिस्ट बनाओ. every time I used to have the mistake in these nutritional requirements of PSM. Every time I read it, every time I forget it. ठीक है, luckily it didn't come in INI set, but yeah, it can come. So you have to make that list, you have to make that volatile mistake copy. ठीक है, so that last day you can revise. And I hope you have started making your final 20th notebook. It is very important, and if you are not making the 20th notebook, at least start writing the topics so that you are going to revise it on the last day. Now what I have done is for the next 14 days I have tried to prepare a timetable. So you can just take a screenshot of it, or you can just send PDF to me. I will be directly sending you the PDF. But roughly if I tell you, तो मैंने किस तरीके से इसे रखा है, जुलाई 7 की अगर मैं बात करूं, so I have written that one major focus should be there, one short subject will be there. Then what is the core task in that? So suppose you are reading PSM, you should always be remembering that national health programs, biostats, screening, these are important. Now I have kept derma with it because many of them programs will be mixing with PSM, so leprosy, STD, and then you have to go for the PYQs. In this way, I have tried to integrate everything, and then MCQs has to be solved. Suppose 120 MCQ are solving from derma and PSM. Then apart from that, आपके बाकी 80 क्वेश्चन या बचे हुए क्वेश्चन you can solve from any of the subject. This is what I have done till 20th July. That I'm going to make the last video for the last stretch. But please guys, keep on studying and keep on revising. At this point of time, solving MCQ should be your main focus for the initial 14 days. It's for everyone. And the revision, you can just thoda sa bhi rok sakte hain. More and more questions have to be solved. Please remember this. All the very best. Keep solving MCQs and see you soon. Bye.